we go, here we go again. What's going on, everybody? It's Omni, back with another video. Today's video is gonna be about Mega Man and Capcom. You know, it's a sad shame that I'm even having to go back and touch on this issue. I mean, the gaming media is starting to rub off on gamers in the wrong way. Now, this is a video response to Clement, the great Clement. I love your channel, love your content, but your opinion in this video, while you make some valid points, I just can't agree with all of it. Now, has Mega Man been neglected in the sense of he hasn't had any games recently? No. The last Mega Man game was Mega Man 10. But see, that's not the problem. That's not why fans are mad at Capcom. That's not why Mega Man fans are mad at Capcom. See, Clement, your point of Mega Man having plenty of games, recent games, isn't the point of why people are upset at Capcom. People are upset because Capcom really doesn't care about Mega Man. Just because they have made recent games doesn't mean that they care about Mega Man, and I will explain why in good detail. Now, yes, he has had recent games, but Capcom has made it clear by their actions and what they've done with the cancellations, blaming the fans, saying that there wasn't enough support for Mega Man to be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The cancellation of 2 other games is the reason why fans are upset, and they have the right to be upset. They're not entitled. They are consumers. They have legitimate grievances with this company. Now, Nitsuma briefly explains why Mega Man isn't in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And it goes on to say, a lot of fans have wondered why Mega Man wasn't included in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3's lineup. And while details are scarce here, the title's producer did shine a little bit more light on the subject recently via Silicon Era. I'm sorry, there is no Mega Man in Ultimate. Nitsuma apologized. We had a lot of requests from fans for Mega Man, or at least one of them to be in the game. Out of all the requests we got for Capcom characters, he just didn't enter the top of the ranking. Unfortunately, he didn't make the cut. He didn't make the cut because he didn't enter the top part of the ranking. Now, we know that to be bull tennis because Capcom had a poll. Mega Man X was number 1. Not only was Mega Man X number 1, let me locate it. Mega Man, or Base EXE, was number 10, and 2 other Mega Mans were in the top 20. There was plenty of support for Mega Man. Plenty of support for Mega Man. That's number 1. That's number 1. Number 2, when Street Fighter Cross Tekken was coming out, fans were excited that they announced that Mega Man X was gonna be in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And what did they give us? Terrible box art Mega Man from Mega Man 1. That's 2. Then, before all of this, Mega Man Legends 3. Capcom comes out and accuses fans for the reason why Mega Man Legends 3 got canceled. It came out on Capcom's European branch. It says, whoever is at the helm of Capcom Europe's Twitter account is causing waves with the fan base still reeling from Mega Man Legends 3 cancellation earlier this week. The publisher encouraged fans to pitch in on the development process for the game, so canceling the project angered the hardest of hardcore, even more than it usually would. Now Capcom Euro Twitter account is rubbing gasoline soaked salt all over the flaming wound. Yesterday, Capcom Euro tweeted the following: "It's a shame fans didn't want to get more involved. If we saw there was an audience for Mega Man Legends 3, people might change minds. If you're not sure why this would strike a nerve with fans who poured their time into the game, keep in mind that they are dedicated pro bono community devs like Brian Protodu Austrian, who committed around 15 hours a week doing work and promotion for this game. He and fans just like him worked very hard to ensure that the game would see the light of day." Capcom's tweet provoked humorous responses from users such as @DearTech, Snarky's comment, "How exactly do you want people to be more involved? Do you want us to make the game for you?" To which Capcom Euro replied, "Well, yes, that's the point of dev rooms." So not only did they blame us, the Mega Man fans, they were snarky about it too. They had an attitude about it. They were smart-mouthed about it. Yes, they blamed us. Now, the problem I have is the fans who are defending Capcom in regards to this. I come on this post and I come in the comment sections and I say, so I guess blaming fans for the cancellation is okay and not an insult. Also, Capcom had a poll for what characters they wanted in Marvel 3. Mega Man was number 1 and they refused to put him in. Instead, we got an X costume for Zero, which was very lazy in my opinion. Not to mention, they canceled 2 other Mega Man games as well. Capcom has legitimately ignored Mega Man fans, and with their DLC practices and how bad they've been recently, fans have the right to feel somewhat disgruntled. It's not entitlement if you have a grievance about something. That's like getting a bad meal at a restaurant, and when you consult the manager about it, he tells you, "Oh, you're just being entitled." Doesn't work that way. I don't understand why this mindset of just lay down and take it only works in gaming. Then we had a fan come in and say, "Oh, well, they didn't blame the fans. They didn't blame the fans," and gave all these other excuses as to the reason why Mega Man Legends 3 was canceled. Same thing with this Jetfire XX guy. He comes in and says pretty much the same thing, and he says that there might be other reasons as to why Mega Man wasn't in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, is because he was being put in Smash Bros. So they didn't want him being in two large fighting games, which doesn't make sense because Marvel 3 came out how long ago? And so I replied to them and I tell them, no, Capcom actually did blame us, and they were smart about it. After fans got pissed, and rightfully so, they started to damage control, and I left them the link. Catch you guys in part 2 of this video.